Hello students, today I am going to start a new chapter in mathematics, important part, that is calculus part 1. In this part 1 we are going to learn concept of functions, limits, continuity and differentiability and differentiation and application of differentiation. Okay students, we already completed this topic functions, so today I am going to explain the concept of limits. After that I will start the concept of continuity and differentiability, after the differentiation and application of differentiation. This is the part 1 of calculus. In part 2 we will learn concept of integration and application of integrations. Okay students, today I want to start a new topic, that is limit of a function. Concept limits and a limit of a function. Students, limits, new topic, limits. Okay students, now I want to start actual concept. First definition is limit of a variable or meaning of x is tending to a. Meaning of x is tending to a. I will explain through example students. First of all I will explain meaning of x arrow a. We will read as x approaches to a or x is tending to a. Okay. First of all I want to explain this. X equal to 2 means the value of x equal to 2. That's all. The value of x equal to 2. So I want to explain what is the meaning of this. So first of all you should identify the difference between these two notations. In this, the value of x equal to 2, the value of x equal to 2. But here the value of x is not equal to 2, but the value of x is nearer to 2. That means x may be 2.00000000 something one like that, or x may be 1.999999999. So in second notation, x is tending to 2 means x value may be this or x value may be this. But in first one, x is equal to 2 means x is exactly 2. The value of x equal to 2 only. So x is tending to 2. So how I can explain through graph? Observe students, take a number line. This is a number line. 2 is a fixed value. Now x is approaching to 2. X is approaching to 2 means x may be approaches to from lower values of 2 or higher values of 2. For example, x is here initially. Next x is here. So what is the meaning of that? X is approaching to from lower values of 2. So initially this is the distance between x and 2. Now the distance becomes this. What happened? Distance between 2 and x is decreasing. And at another stage x is here. Now this is set to the distance between them. Say this is d1, say this is d2, say this is d3. What happening here? d1 is less than, d2 less than, d3 less than, d4 less than, like that. So from here x, here x. What is the meaning of that? X is approaching to 2 means the difference between x and 2 becomes lesser and lesser and lesser. Okay. One thing, what I can say here, x is approaching to 2 from lower values of 2. In this case 2 minus x becomes lesser and lesser and lesser. Okay, so how much lesser? How much lesser means we want to take the 2 minus x value should be less than a pre-assigned positive real number, say delta. What is delta means? A small positive real number. So what is the value means? That is depend upon our wish. You can take delta as 0.000001. Somebody will take delta as 0.000000 something 3 like that. So if you take delta as small as, then what happened? The distance between 2 and x becomes as small as In that case, I can say that x is nearer to 2, or in this case, I can say that x is nearer to 2 from left hand side of 2, or x is approaching to 2 from lower values of 2. Okay. For example, x is here now. So this is the distance between x and 2. Next, x is here. This is the distance between x and 2. What happened here x. Now this is the distance between x and 2. So what I can say, distance between the 2 and x is decreasing. Now I can say that x is approaching to 2 from higher values of 2. When will you say that x minus 2, this should be less than same pre-assigned positive real number, say delta. Okay, then I can say that x is tending to from higher values of 2. So what is delta? Delta may be any positive real number, any positive number that too small. You take delta as 3, I can say that the distance is between x and 2 is 3, somewhere x here. You take the distance is 1, distance between them is 1. So what happened? X is nearer to 2. Distance is 0.5, somewhat nearer. Distance between them is 0.05, somewhat near. Distance between that and the number is 0.005, somewhat near. Means you want to make the number x is nearer to 2. So what should do? You want to take a smaller value of lambda. Then you can say that x is nearer to 2. If 2 minus x is less than delta, I can say that x is approaching to 2 from lower values of 2. Or x minus 2 is less than delta, I can say that x is approaching to 2 from higher values of 2. So combinedly these two, what I can say, modulus of x minus 2 less than pre-assigned positive quantity, small positive delta. Now I can say that x is approaching to 2 from both the sides, left hand higher values of 2 or lower values of 2. One thing. Next, here in this case x is equal to 2, nana. In this case x never equal to 2, just x is approaching to 2. That's why what I can say that modulus of x minus 2 never 0. Modulus should be greater than 0. That's what I can say, 0 less than mod of x minus 2 less than a pre-assigned small quantity delta. Then I can say that x approaches to 2 from both the sides. So that here written and observe the meaning of x is tending to a. Yeah, listen students. Let us consider a real value x. Let a be a constant. Here a be a constant. Here a constant. Be a constant. Then by x is tending to a, we mean x successfully assumes values either greater than or less than a, and the numerical difference between the assumed value x, that is mod of x minus a, becomes smaller and smaller. Just what I explained, this is the number line, this is fixed number a. Now x is approaching to a from lower values of a or higher values of a. When this happens means modulus of x minus a should be less than a smaller positive quantity, say delta, and that this value never equal to 0 because x is never equal to a. So I can say 0 less than mod of x minus a less than delta. Okay. Yeah. In this case x becomes very close to a. See here clearly given x is not equal to a, and we say x approaches to a. Symbolically you can write this, x is tending to a. Okay student. So another words I can say that if you open this modulus, I will write again students here, listen. So what I explained, 0 less than mod of x minus a less than some delta. What is delta? A small positive real quantity. Then I can say that x is approaching to a. If you open this, what will get, nana? Actually modulus of x minus a less than delta means minus delta less than x minus a less than delta. Okay, or another words, minus delta plus a less than x less than, okay, delta plus a. Or another words, what I can say, a minus delta less than x less than a plus delta. In other words, what I can write, this can be written as x belongs to open interval a minus delta comma a plus delta. X is any real number which belongs to the interval a minus delta to a plus delta. What is the meaning of that? X is defined in the deleted neighborhood of a. So I can write minus a also, a minus delta to a plus delta except a, because x never equal to a. No? This also should include x never equal to a. That's why what I can say, x belongs to open interval a minus delta to a plus delta minus set a. What is the meaning of that? X is defined in the deleted neighborhood of a. Deleted neighborhood of a. So in number line sense, see students, this is, say this is say minus delta, say this is delta, somewhere a. So any x value can take any value here, from any x value you can take here, but you can't take x equal to a, but you can't take x equal to minus delta, but you can't take x equal to delta. So x is lies between minus delta and delta. Okay. So what I can say, that x may be here, or x may be here, or x may be here, x may be here. So this length of this interval only small. Okay. So in this case I can say that x is approaching to a. So or in other words, you can say that x is defined in the deleted neighborhood of a. Okay students? Yeah, okay students. Here x is approaches to a means x may be approaches to a from lower values of a, or x may be approaches to a from higher values of a. If x is approaches to a from lower values of a, you can write symbolically x is tending to a minus. If x is approaching to higher values of a, symbolically you can write x is tending to a plus. Okay. X approaches a assuming value greater than a, then we say x tending to a from the right side, or you write x tending to a plus. X approaches assuming values less than a, then you say that x is tending to a from lower from the left side of a, we denote it by x is tending to minus. If these two things happen, then you can say that x is tending to a and x never equal to a. So this is the concept of x is tending to a. Next concept, friends, limit of a function. Limit of a function. Limit of a function. Yeah, everyone knows the definition of function. For example, y is equal to x plus 1. The value of y is dependent upon the value of x. In this example, y is dependent variable, x is independent variable. In general, dependent variable is called function with respect to independent variable. Or in other words, I can say that f of x equal to x plus 1. Okay, the value of y is dependent upon the value of x. Okay, so y means f of x. If x is equal to 2, then f of x equal to 2 plus 1, that equal to 3. Okay, if x equal to 2, what is the value of f of x means I can say that 3, that is f of 2 only. What is the meaning of that? F of 2 equal to 3. Now my question is, if x is tending to 2, then what is f of x? X is approaching to 2, then what happened to f of x? F of x is dependent upon x. X changes, automatically f of x will change. Means x is tending to 2, then what happened to f of x? Means what value f of x will approach? That is the definition of limit of a function. How to find limit of a function? So if x is tending to 2, then f of x tending to what? Symbolically you can write limiting value of f of x is what when x is approaching to 2. So it's important now. Important thing. Okay. For example, I will write, for example, f of x function is approaching. Limiting value of f of x is approaching 7, where it is approaching to 3. Means x is approaching to 3, then the function f of x is tending to 7. Okay, but how to find a limiting value of f of x when limiting value of x is given? That is our present concept, that is limit of a function. Okay students, now listen. So this is my question now here students. X is tending to 2, what happened to f of x? I want to explain this. Here what is f of x? X plus 1. Okay, so first of all I want to draw the graph of f of x is equal x plus 1. I will explain through graph now. Students listen, this is y axis, this is x axis. Okay, so now I want to draw the graph of y equal to x plus 1. If x is 0, y is 1. If y is 0, x is minus 1. So what I can say, this is my graph. Excuse me. So this is the graph of y is equal to x plus 1. So this point is minus 1 comma 0. This point is 0 comma. Students, so okay, this is the graph. For this x, for x is 1, corresponding y should find. The corresponding y is here, that is 2. X is equal to 2, we need to find corresponding y. This is 3. X is 3, so corresponding y should find. That is equal to 4. Students listen, if the value of x is equal to 2, the value of the function is 3. The value of x is equal to 1, the value of the function is 2. The value of x equal to 3, x equal to 3, the value of function is 4. Okay, that is okay. But x is tending to 2, then what happened to the y? What is the meaning of that? X is initially here. X is initially here. So what happened if x is here? The corresponding y value is nearer to 3, or I can say 3 minus. What happened? X is tending to 2 minus. Then through this graph, what I can say, f of x is tending to 3 minus. Okay, so somewhat nearer, x is I want to take here, somewhat nearer to 2, which is less than 2. So automatically the corresponding y value is here, which is nearer to 3 and left hand side of 3. Okay, now I want to take x here, x here, higher values of 2. Here I want to take x here, higher values of 2. Or another way I can say that x is tending to 2 plus, x is tending to 2 plus, automatically y also tending to 3 only, but 3 plus, then what I can say, then f of x is tending to 3 plus. So by observing this graph, what I can say, if x is tending to 2, then y is tending to 3. Means if x is tending to 2, the function is tending to 3. That I can write symbolically. So here what I want to write here, students. So after explaining through graph, limiting value of the function f of x is 3 when x is approaches to 2. Students, important, Nana. Limiting value of f of x is 3 when x approaches to 2. What is the meaning of that? If x is nearer to 2, then f of x is nearer to 3. Okay, so students listen here. Yeah, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? F of x is depend upon x. There is change in x, automatically there will be change in f of x. If x is changing to 2 or x is approaches to 2, then what I am saying, f of x is approaches to 3. Means, see what happened? The difference between f of x and 3 becomes lesser and lesser. How can you make the difference between f of x and 3 lesser and lesser? Directly you can't make the difference between f of x and 3 lesser and lesser. Just will make the difference between 2 and x is lesser and lesser. Automatically the distance between f of x and 3 become lesser and lesser. Okay students. So I want to make the distance between f of x and 3 lesser and lesser and lesser. What I should do? I want make the difference between x and 2 lesser and lesser and lesser. The less than a pre-assigned positive quantity, say delta. So automatically what happens, Nana? The distance between f of x and 3 becomes lesser and lesser. Assume that less than epsilon. So again here also f of x never equal to 3. So what I can say that if you can take a value of delta so that 0 less than mod of x minus 2 less than delta, automatically there will exist another positive term, let's say epsilon, so that 0 less than mod of x minus 3 less than 3 less than that epsilon. What is the meaning of that? X is approaching to 2, then f of x approaching to 3. So what I am trying to explain here. So actually in this example, what is our conclusion? If x is tending to 2, then f of x is tending to 3. F of x is tending to 3 means the distance between f of x and 3, absolute difference between f of x and 3 becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. How can you make the distance between f of x and 3 smaller and smaller and smaller? Directly you can't. So what we'll do, we'll make the distance between x and 2, absolute distance between x and 2 as smaller as possible. Automatically distance between f of x and 3 becomes as small as possible. So that's why what I'm saying, we want to make distance between x and 2 as small as means, first of all we want to find a value of delta which is a smaller positive real quantity, okay, so that 0 less than mod of x minus 2 less than delta, automatically there exists another positive real number, say epsilon, which is also small number, so that 0 less than mod of x minus 3 less than epsilon. In this case what I can say, x is tending to 2, automatically f of x is approaching to 3. Okay students, again I want to use one more example to explain the concept of limit of function. Yeah, the question is, find limiting value of a function, say x square minus 4 by x minus 2, whereas x is tending to 2. This is the question. So what happened if x approaches to 2, then what happened to this function? If this function will approaches to a particular value, sometimes we want to find what is that particular value. What approaches we have? First algebraic approach, second one is graphical approach. What is algebraic approach, students? Take a value of x is nearer to 2, that is 1.99. Substitute. Take another value x 0.1.999999 and find the value of x square minus 4 by x minus 2. After that, take value of x equal to 2.01. Take another value of x equal to 2.000001. Then we can observe what happened to x square minus 4 by x minus 4. Practically by using calculator you found none. So you can conclude that this value approaches to 4, this value also approaches to 4. After that we can conclude that limiting value of say f of x where x is tending to 2 is 4. Okay, but how can you find the limiting value of the same function graphically? Graphical knowledge is important for us. Okay, for that what I am doing, let f of x is taken as x square minus 4 by x minus 2. Clearly domain of f is all real numbers except 2, all real numbers except 2. Okay, so that's why f of x can be rewrite as x plus 2 into x minus 2 by x minus 2. I can cancel these 2 with the condition x is not equal to 2. Here x is not equal to, that's why I can cancel. Now modified form of the function is, that is x plus 2. This is modified form only, but this is not exact function. By using this f of x plus 2, so by using this you can say that domain is all real numbers. By using that you can't say the domain of the real function is, given function is all real numbers. Okay, what I'm saying, this is modified definition of f of x. By using modified definition f of x only, I can draw the graph of x square minus 4 by x minus 2. Just I want to draw the graph of x plus 2 first. Students, listen. So this is my y-axis, this is my x-axis, so this is my straight line. What is this? This point is obviously, yeah, minus 2 comma 0. This point is 0 comma 2. This is the graph of this. I am not saying this is the graph of x square minus 4 by x minus, not correct, Nana. This yellow one is the graph of f of x plus 2. Yellow one is not graph of f of x is equal to x square minus 4 by x minus 2, because so this y equal to x plus 2 defined for all real numbers. Okay, but f of x, he defined, this function will define only for all real numbers except 2. That's why, for example, x is 2, take x is 2, the corresponding y, what is the corresponding y actually? 4. But that not happen in this function. You can't take x as a 2. That's why what I should do, I want to draw the graph of f of x equal x square minus 4 by x minus 2. What I should do, first of all, I want make a hole here. I want to make a hole here. Now what I can say, students, listen. So this is the exact graph of x square minus 4 by x minus 2. So what I did, this is the graph of x square minus 4 by x minus 2. The function is defined for all real numbers except 2. Means f of 2 is not defining here. F of 2 is not defining. F of 2 minus is defining. F of 2 is plus is defining. What is f of 2 minus, students? Observe, Nana. What is f of 2 minus? That is 4 minus or tending to 4. What is f of 2 plus, Nana? F of 2 plus. F of 2 plus also, but approaching to 4 only. What happened? X is approaching to 2 from lower values of 2, then y is approaching to 4 from lower values of 4. Or x is approaching to 2 from higher values of 2, automatically y is approaching to 4 from higher values of 4. But here f of 2 is not defining. In previous example, f of 2 also defined. F of 2 3 only. F of 2 minus defining, f of 2 plus defining, f of 2 also defining. F of 2 is 3 only, f of 2 minus 3 only, f of 2 plus also 3 only. In this example, f of 2 is not defining, but f of 2 plus is defining, f of 2 minus defining. F of 2 minus is 4 only, f of 2 plus also 4 only. I will write symbolically. If x approaches 2 minus, then y approaches 4. Just I will write 4. Actually, approaches 4 minus, but just I will write 4. Symbolically, this can be written as limiting value of f of x where x tends to 2 minus is 4. Okay, students, I want again write here. Yeah. In other words, I can say x is tending to 2 plus, then what happened? F of x is tending to 4, or symbolically limiting value of the function f of x is 4 when x is tending to 2 plus. Okay, so actually this is called RHL, right hand limit. X is tending to 2 plus, what you got value, that is called right hand limit. Okay, LHL, sorry, RHL. So what I got here, that is called LHL, left hand limit. Okay, students. Now I want to conclude through example. In this example, what is the question? Limiting value of x square minus 4 by x minus 2, where is x is tending to 2. What should do? First of all, we want to find LHL. LHL, why I am finding LHL? F of 2 is not defining. No, F of 2 is not defining means x is tending to 2 minus, what happened to f of x should find? That is called LHL. X is tending to 2 plus, what happened to f of x should find? That is called RHL. Okay, no? Left hand side limit and right hand side limit. LHL I want to find. LHL is nothing but limit f of x where x is tending to 2 minus. In this example, I got 4. And RHL should find. RHL. What is the meaning of RHL, Nana? Limiting value of f of x where x is tending to higher values of 2, that is 2 plus. So in this example, what I got? 4. Okay. So finally, LHL is existing. Sometimes LHS won't exist and RHS also won't exist. Okay. Sometimes both exist, both may not be equal. If LHL exists and RHS also exist and both are equal and both are finite, then you can say that limit of the function exists, or limit of the function is that this finite value. This finite value. Okay, I will write now. What should write? Equal to finite. Means LHL should exist, RHL should exist, both should be equal and both equal to finite value. Then you can say that the functional value of the limiting value of the function is this finite value. So through this definition, what I can say, limiting value of x square minus 4 by x minus 2, where x is approaching to is 4. Okay, observe student, through graph also we will get the same conclusion. Okay, now important note student, important note. Somebody will ask, what is the limiting value of f of x where x is tending to a? What we should do, that is important. First of all, you want to find LHL. What is LHL? Limiting value of f of x where x tends to a minus. Should find. Next, RHL should find. RHL. What is RHL? Limiting value of f of x where x is tending to a plus. Should find. For example, this is some 7. So say for example, this is 9. What I can say? Limit won't exist. Both should define. Both should exist. Both should equal. Then only you can say that the limiting value of the function is that particular value. For example, both are equal to 9. LHL equal to 9. RHL equal to 9. Now here I can say that limiting value of the function is 9. Okay. Okay, students. So what the meaning of that? LHL should exist. RHL should exist. Both should equal and both should equal to finite value. Then I can say that the functional value of the limiting value of the function is that particular value. For example, I got this is 7, f of x approaching to 7 when x is approaching to a, and f of x approaching to 9 if x is approaching to a plus, then what I can say, limit of the function does not exist. Does not exist. Through one example I will explain this. Students, listen now. For example, this is y-axis, this x-axis, this is the graph of a function. For example, this is the graph of a function. Students, listen, interesting one. This is 2, this is 4, this is 7. This is the function graph f of x. So limiting value of f of x where x tends to 2 minus or LHL. Through this graph, what I can say, x is here, somewhere here, where corresponding y is here, x is here, the corresponding y here. Means what happened, if x is approaching to 2 minus, so what happened, f of x is approaching to 4. One thing. Next, I want to erase this. Yeah. Now RHL I want, RHL. What is the meaning of that? Limiting value of f of x where x is tending to 2 plus. 2 plus somewhere here. If x is here, the corresponding value is here, 7, nearer to 7. Near to 7. What is the meaning of that? If x is approaching to 2 plus or x is approaching to from higher values of 2, then the f of x is approaching to 7. So here this is approaching to 4, this is approaching to 7, means LHL not equal to RHL. What is the meaning of that? Therefore, limiting value of the function does not exist. So finally, my conclusion is, we want to find out the limit of a function. Again, I want to write down, students. So limiting value of f of x, yeah, equal to question mark where x tends to a. What we should do? LHL should find, RHL should find. Both should exist, both should equal, and both should equal to a finite value, say k. Then I can say that this will approach us to that particular value of k. I hope you people understood.